Given the heat that's been going on recently, I have no choice but to make this pun. It's ironic that in order to escape the heat, I go see a movie called The Heat. Alright, so the latest Sandra Bullock / Melissa McCarthy movie, The Heat. This movie is about an FBI agent, played by Sandra Bullock, who is sent from New York to Boston to track down a mobster, and she reluctantly has to team up with a Boston police officer, played by Melissa McCarthy, who has a very different method of handling situations, that clearly shows that the two of them are not meant to be partners. So with that, wackiness ensues! Now, aside from being the new Melissa McCarthy / Sandra Bullock movie, this is also being advertised as from the director of Bridesmaids, which, let's just say my opinion on Bridesmaids is a very unpopular opinion, which is one of the reasons why I wasn't looking forward to this movie. There's also the fact that, me personally, I'm not the biggest Sandra Bullock fan. I mean, I like some movies that she's in, but she seems to play the same character in every movie. Melissa McCarthy, I feel, is getting a bit too overexposed. Another reason is that the trailers just looked awful. I mean, they looked so bad that I was, okay, maybe not, like, dreading to see it, but really not looking forward to seeing it. That being said, I actually was surprised to find out that this movie was not as bad as I hoped it would be. I mean, it's not really great. It's not even technically bad. It's just okay. The main problem I have with this movie is that it's just too formulaic. I was able to, with these types of comedies, I'm able to point out plot points, and there wasn't a whole lot of surprises that came up, whether it was in the jokes or just the way the story was progressing. Melissa McCarthy started out as very, very annoying, to points where I was like really siding with Sandra Bullock. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to work with this person. Yeah, if I was in her position, I would say, can I get reassigned to someone else? Do I have to work with this thing? Melissa McCarthy will threaten to shoot people in the nuts, throw phone books at your head, call you a motherfucker, you piece of shit, that kind of stuff. I mean, she may get her job done, but if I had to work with her, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But there were some things that did make me laugh. Melissa McCarthy, as annoying as she got to me, as the movie went on, she did make me laugh. And she is actually funnier than I feel Sandra Bullock is, because Sandra Bullock's just Sandra Bullock once again. There's also some really funny scenes where Melissa McCarthy is arguing with this albino officer, and like when they're arguing and just cursing each other, his voice will crack at times, and that just had me laughing. But at the end, I kind of felt dirty, like, was that okay for me to laugh at? But, I don't know. Also, Melissa McCarthy seemed to be more tolerable as the movie went on, and to a point where I kind of liked her. Not for the funny aspect, but in the fact that, you know what, she's a good person. A lot of the humor in this movie were moments that were just goofy. Not that they were well written per se, but more like they just caught me off guard and were so out of nowhere that I just couldn't help but laugh. So even though this movie was technically a surprise, and it wasn't as painful as the trailers made it out to be, I don't feel like it's a movie you should rush out to see. It's not the worst movie in the world. It's not technically bad, but there's just nothing all that special. This is the kind of movie you watch at home. You might enjoy it, but if you want to get a laugh, but if you want to be with other people who are laughing also, then I suggest you see it in the theater, if you're really that curious. If not, I suggest you stay away from it. So my rating would be to watch at your own risk. For me personally, I thought it was okay. I can't determine whether you're going to like it or not like it. That is truly for you to decide. So that is my review for The Heat, and my first review with my new backdrop. This has been The Cinemas with Mr. Robinson. Leave a comment, subscribe, check out my other channel, AlexG8462, tell your friends about me, and I will see you guys later.